Well, busy day today. Busy day, busy day. I don't know, boy. Yes, it was a very busy day. Um, so I spent a while. Let's see, is this 1, 2, 3? 3 second delay. That's not too bad for YouTube. Okay. I got lower latency thing going on here. So that's good. Alright. Anyway. Yeah. How close am I on Slug to level 6? Getting close, 137 more points to level 6. Look at that. Got the hair tie there. Well, it sure is nice out here. I do want to I do want to get my seat cushions. I think these seats are very uncomfortable without cushions. Well, if I just put these flat ones down, or is that going to be enough? That might be enough. I don't know. They're a little thin, actually. So let's just say whoopsie. Try this fuzzy one. Oh yeah, that's better. That is better. All right. Let's see what we got here. Now I could probably pull this closer, you know, a little bit, right? And let's see what we got here. See how centered we are. It's gonna take a moment. There we go. That's not too bad. Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Yeah, you know, if I could do whatever I wanted on a stream, I'd be playing like Jake Hill and talking about music I like and playing examples of it, but you can't do that. It's not, there's no way. You really can't do what you want. I have an idea for how you can do that, but it's going to take a lot of development. I don't know if I'm up to it, to be honest. At my age, by golly, I don't know. But maybe I just need to put a team together. The value of the team would have to just be its intellect, because what's over here? What is it? What is that? What's showing up in the is it the blue? The blue box? Is that what it is? I guess that's what it is. So I guess it's like a blue, there's like a blue box there. But I don't know. I just wish I could, if I wanted to listen to music, I could, but I wouldn't put it over the stream. So I would route it. I don't know. I'd put another USB device in here, and then I'd route it so I could listen to it directly, not put it over the stream. So yeah, do I need to? I don't know. I got done a lot on this. So once again, I've really got like maybe 5 more to do back here. There's 5 more dreads and then it's done. I don't know even how many I have. I haven't counted them in a while. Hey Suri, how are you? So it's like 2 in the morning or something there. Is that right? I got you're like 3 hours. So if it's 5:35 p.m. here, then it's like 2:35 a.m. there. Am I doing that right? Yeah. Okay. So I had quite a day today. I decided to see if I could start my Cadillac, and I haven't driven it in like 5 months, so of course the battery was dead, and I tried charging it up and it wouldn't charge. So I had to get a new battery. It was still under warranty, so it didn't cost me anything. I was very lucky, because it's about 1.5 years old. So, I don't have a 2-car garage. I have a 1-car garage, and so the car that I drive most often is this little Kia. And because it gets like 45 miles to the gallon, so, it makes more sense to drive that than a Cadillac that, gets like, barely double digits. And it's a 99 DeVille. It's a great car. I love it, but man, it's not efficient to drive. It's not cheap to drive. But I took, it's this weird thing though. It's my insurance money saving car. So it's good to have a second car just in case, obviously, but also for some reason, if you have 2 cars, it is cheaper to insure them rather than more. It's the weirdest thing ever. So, um, so it actually saves me money on my insurance having two cars. It's the weird. I don't understand really why that is, but it's just how it is. Makes no sense. But so, um, so I took the car. I got a battery. I got a battery kill switch that I want to install in it, because once I did charge the battery up, or once I did get a battery in it, it worked perfectly. And my Bluetooth device in there worked fine. So it was it all everything remembered its settings. So that was pretty cool. Uh, and um oh, that's okay. Yeah. Autocorrect. Okay. It could say anything then. Um but in any case, so I took the car, I got a new battery, and that didn't cost me anything. I got a kill switch for the battery. I'll install it. I have the long 15-hour shift coming up tonight, so um I didn't work on that today, but um I did put a new battery in, and then I took it to the car wash and gave it a bath because it looked pretty dusty. Because it's not indoors anymore. It's in a carport. It's covered carport, but yeah, 15 hours coming up. Uh, I start at 8 p.m. tonight, or thereabouts, and then I go through till I finish. If I'm lucky, I'll finish by 8 or 9, but it just depends. Um, It depends on how, like I don't know, like I am getting better at the route. So right now for work I'm doing a route for someone that's not, like, we have to replace the person that is not doing it anymore. So it's going to take a while to find someone because nobody wants to work these days. So I'm doing it, and we'll see how it goes. Uh, But I kind of go in the office. I set up a bunch of routes to go out, and then do some administrative stuff, and then I do a mass mailing with a big machine, and then after that I go on this route. I used to just go home after that, but now I go on this route, and that's going to take another 5 or 6 hours. So, um, mm. It's tap, tap, tap. Isn't that, okay. That usually means someone responded to me or something. Let's see what we get. Is that it? Really? Um, How close am I? Oh my goodness. I'm so close. 137 more points. Anyway, what was I saying? Checking features you didn't know about. Push job, autocorrect, busy. Don't you have to change the language? It has Google Translate on its keyboard. Sorry, don't you have to change the language when you're, if you've got, you can turn autocorrect off too. So that's another thing you could do. I don't like autocorrect. I like auto-suggest, like to suggest, but I don't like the correction, automatic correction. So, because if you don't pay attention to it, you'll end up sending random words that you didn't mean to put. So, I lean more toward the, you know, because that speeds things up. The suggested words, the suggested word thing, you know, that little bar on the top, you know, as you type, as you type words, you know, that kind of speeds you up because it'll predict your words. You know, that helps. Hello, Sir the Kimelo, whatever you are. Is that the Turkish flag? I don't know flags that well. Yeah, that's kind of neat too that my chat client, my restream.com, restream.io chat client shows these emotes now. It didn't used to show them, it used to just show the text, but now at least it shows the emotes. That's pretty cool. They've improved this program quite a bit. Okay, it's off. Yeah, I personally, I mean, it just depends on what your style of typing or, you know, texting is, but, you know, I personally prefer the, you know, I like the suggested words. That's good. That speeds things up, but the autocorrect can be, it'll actually slow you down because it'll send you, it'll put the wrong words in all the time. So, you're Turkish, yeah. I don't. I keep getting people from. I keep getting people from Turkey right now. I mean, it's like not right now, but today. I don't know why so many people from Turkey have been coming on my stream, because I don't speak Turkish either. So, on D Live. Merhaba Turk. I don't know what that means. Well, it's nice to see you anyway, even if you don't speak English. That's fine. That's what Google Translate is for. So, yeah, I mean, it's amazing. The phone app is just amazing. You can just point it at a piece of paper and it'll just translate the whole thing in the same format. And, you know, you can have a conversation back and forth, and it's really good. when Google is not being evil, they're being pretty cool on the technological front. But um, Sarah, you probably don't remember when Google's motto was "Don't be evil," but they've now done away with. They don't have that motto anymore, which is probably just as well because that would be hypocritical for them. So. Yeah. Yeah, that was their motto, don't be evil. That goes back a ways. I don't know how old you are, but um, probably 10 years ago they did away with that motto. But prior to that, that was their motto. They definitely failed at it, yes. And you say, what a happy Turk in Turkish? I can't. I could look it up, you know. I don't know if I could pronounce it, though. You know, I mean, uh... Yeah, I get that. So what's on your mind today is what I was trying to say there. I don't know if that was right, but I can hope it's right. Or I could say instead, good night to you. Nice to talk, nice to speak to you. Think gaming is the best way to learn English? Is that how you learned it? I cannot change your mind. It's amazing, really. Like Kit Kat, who used to come on the stream a lot and is still in the Discord sometimes. Uh, she learned just by watching YouTube videos and stuff, and but she was only 9 and stuff. So when you're young, you have more neuroplasticity, so it's easier to learn things like that. Even without feedback, you can just pick it up. You get visual cues, and you can just pick things up. I don't know, like as an adult, it's harder. Um, but as an adult, what you have to do to learn a new language is to figure out how to practically actually use it all the time. And if you do, you can learn it really fast. And if you have a gift for pronunciation, which I do, you can you can sound pretty authentic pretty fast. Not everyone can do that, but uh, but even if you only use your native vowels and consonants, you can still be understood in other languages. It'll just, give you a thick accent, but um, uh, I remember learning French, and I'm embarrassed to say I didn't continue on my French project, but um, uh, the best thing I ever did was figure out how to say everything in class that was in French, like all the kind of questions you would ask um, a teacher and other students or whatever, and so if you learn how to say those in the language, then you can ask all your questions in the language and you get your answers, and then you're speaking the language all the time while you're in class, at least. And that actually is very helpful, especially, when you have some sleep periods in between and you keep coming back to class and doing that. Uh, but, so it's been a long time though, so I didn't practice it, and I ended up, over the years, I forgot a lot. I forgot a lot of my French, so I only took 1 semester of it, and I wish I'd kept pursuing it because I love the sound of it, and and it's not all that hard to read, even though the pronunciation rules are a little strange for someone that speaks English. They're not that inconsistent, so it's you saying French isn't a beautiful language? Uh, or is it not a beautiful language? You're saying. I'm not sure. The context I don't get. I guess I do know some more words. I guess I know. I guess I've remembered more than I thought. Um, but yeah, I wanted to read Baudelaire, the poet Baudelaire, in the native language. There are some beautiful translations that various people did in English, but it just seemed like it would be nice to read it in French. And as I got better in French, I was able to read some of it, and it was very informative because reading it in French, it was much simpler and and nostalgic. It was warmer than the English translations were, although some of the English translations are very warm and they capture that, but not all of them. So you just have to kind of um, Um, in the Fleur de Mal, um, you there are so many translations of that, and you get there they differ widely in style and scope and um, formality and what have you. So, um, well, I'm so close. I'm so close on Slug to hitting level 6. 137 more points to go. But I don't want to just post for the heck of it. I don't know, I feel like I want to post a poll or something. Well, English is an interesting language because it borrows from so many other languages. This is why our spelling is so weird. Um, um, you know, our words are spelled strangely because if they come from Greek, then they're spelled a certain way, and if they come from Latin, they're spelled a certain way, and if they come from French or Spanish, they're spelled a certain way. And you can kind of tell what the root is or where they come from by how they're spelled. But English is really quite a hodgepodge of a lot of different languages. And it is a rich language, and there's a lot of literature, of course, but um, uh, um, I certainly, languages try too much to be different from each other. Well, it is because, at one time there wasn't, you couldn't travel very far or very fast. So, uh, so languages tended to stay local, and they would drift apart from, whatever influenced them, and so like for example, like in how we speak in America versus how they speak in England, we don't even really know. We don't really even know the way it sounded 200 years ago. Hi there, on Mixer, and with a 0.5 second delay. It's the best delay in the business. It's the slightest lag for live streaming ever anywhere. So Mixer has really done something amazing by, I don't know how they did it, but because I'm even using a restreamer and I still get a 0.5 second delay. That's unheard of on any other service. I usually get 10 seconds on YouTube, but actually I got 4 seconds on YouTube right now because I went to their lowest latency. But so it's not as bad as it usually is. But on Facebook it's like 20 seconds, and on it's just, But if you want less lag, then Mixer is a good, you can watch me on Mixer and you get almost no lag. It's amazing how little lag there is. Is Mixer going away? What's happening to Mixer? Are they discontinuing it? It's part of Microsoft though, you know, it's like it kind of, doesn't it come with your Xbox account or something? Like you can stream on your Xbox. It's going away. When is it going away and why is it going away? Oh, it does. Oh yeah. Microsoft will shut down Mixer. Transition users to Facebook Gaming? Really? Project xCloud will expand onto Facebook. Oh, too bad. Oh, that sucks. It's too bad. Well, didn't they do really well? They paid Ninja. They had Ninja exclusive over there. And where's Ninja going then? Well, see you later. Bye. It is. It's going over to Facebook. Oh my gosh. Project xCloud. On Monday, Microsoft announced they would partner to transition users off the Mixer live streaming platform over to Facebook Gaming. Mixer itself will be winding down operations with elements of its underlying technology moving to the Microsoft Teams communication platform. By July 22nd, all Mixer sites and apps will redirect users to Facebook. In exchange, Microsoft's Project xCloud game streaming platform will begin to appear on the social media giant in the near future. Oh. Yeah, it began life as Beam. It was acquired by Microsoft and integrated into the Xbox One, right? Renamed Mixer in 2017. Yeah. Moving away from Amazon's Twitch, Xbox and Facebook said Blevins and other contract creators were not involved in this transition, which both organizations stressed was a partnership and not an acquisition. Speaking with Polygon Monday, head of Xbox Phil Spencer said Microsoft made the choice to partner with Facebook in order to expand the potential audience for Mixer creators. Yeah. That sucks. Well, I didn't know that. Well, that's good to know. It's too bad, man. It's a good platform. It has like almost zero lag. It's amazing. Like with any other interesting. Yeah. Well, that's too bad, really, because it certainly is a, at least technically it's a good platform. It's pretty impressive, I think. I don't know. I'm not saying much, am I? I'm on the beach. I'm on the beach. Sort of hanging out, not saying much. Sure. Well, let's see. Buh, buh, buh. Oh, hey, hi. Can you smash that like and hit the sub? My viewers want me to get to 1,000 subs, but it's never going to happen. uh, I'm just hanging out right now, not doing a whole lot. I mean, there's no reason why anyone would want to listen to me. I'm always surprised when anyone comes back, but you know, lately I've just been doing these nothing streams where people just talk about whatever, and I talk back, you know. There's a big delay on Mixer? Really? I wonder why. Let me have a look. Let me have a look here. Okay, let me see. There's usually not. Usually there's no delay on Mixer, or very little. Let's see what happens. I'm like getting half a second right now. So maybe it's your internet connection. So like let me go to a browser view. Watch what happens. Look. That's half a second propagation there. I'll do it again. Here we go. Look at that. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, contrast that with YouTube. Okay, let me bring up YouTube. Okay, here comes the stream on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, it's about 4 seconds on YouTube. 4 to 5, something like that. Yeah, like 5. That's pretty good. I switched to the low latency version of streaming on YouTube, so that improved it greatly, but Mixer has always been the best. Now I don't know what Facebook gaming is going to be, but it's too bad. Mixer is a pretty good platform. I'm surprised they're letting it go, but maybe it's not profitable. I don't know. I'm not really sure. You know, DLive has like, let me go to DLive. Okay. Here comes DLive. You can kind of see, okay, let's see how it propagates here. Yeah, this is feeling like 10 seconds. Yeah, it's feeling like about 10 seconds, right? At least 10. I don't know if I could change I could probably change the latency settings on DLive. But the worst is, It's just another streaming platform. This blockchain. It's not really alt tech. They do censor some people, but it's a little bit freer. Just another streaming platform. PewDiePie was exclusively streaming there, actually, up until recently. Now he signed a deal with them, and then about a year later he signed a deal with YouTube to go do his streaming on YouTube again. Yeah. It's pretty big. I mean, you know, PewDiePie was there. PewDiePie was there for a year. So he did all of his live streaming there. Oh, my hair. Well, it took me 4 months to do this. It's not quite done too. I probably have about 5 more dreads to go in the back here. So yeah, it's almost done though. I did a couple more like yesterday. I did like 3 of them, I think. And so it's all the way down to the hairline, all the way down to here, all the way down. But then there's just a little bit in the middle that's not done. So like there's just a little bit in here that still has to be done. So I'll probably manage if I work on it this week, I could get it all done. And then of course you have to maintain it, you know, but that's not that hard. So no, there's nothing rude about that. That's rude at all. No, I find it's kind of it sparks conversation, you know, like when I go to the store, people always want to talk to me because of my hair, you know, it's like a thing that happens, so I don't know, yeah, it's just it's like having a puppy stapled to your head, basically. Because, you know, when you have a puppy, people will talk to you if you have a puppy, you know. But doing this by myself, this is sort of my quarantine project, I guess you could say. Doing it by myself, it did take me a long time to get it done, and it's not quite done yet, so. But to get it done, almost like, it looks done, you can't tell it's not done. It's been a while since you could tell, you know, I mean, I had to like pull it back for the most part when I went anywhere, because otherwise it looked really stupid, but it's been pretty done looking for a while now. But there just is a little bit back here, maybe 4 or 5 locks left back here that I have to do still. But, and once it's done, it'll be done. And, you know, do you I streamed a little bit of it, you know, right in the beginning, but congratulations, you received 100 messages today with the Restream chat. Yeah, I play games. I started out as a game streamer. I mean, I that's what I like to do. I just haven't been doing it lately. I've been trying to enjoy the weather outside, you know. And so I'll just come out here with my laptop and just hang out and talk to people. I did play Brawl Stars yesterday as a first time thing. Uh, I started my streaming adventures by playing World of Warcraft on a stream. I did that for a while. I did a long Druid series, like going through Pandaria, because I had never experienced the Pandaria stuff before. I didn't play when Pandaria came out, so I wanted to experience it all. So I took my druid. I had a lower level druid. I don't think I started it, but I had a lower level druid, and I basically leveled her up, and I went into Pandaria as soon as I could, and then did like all the Pandaria stuff, and it was fun. You know, it was you got to look at everything, um and you know, I like Skyrim, but I hardly ever stream that. I usually play that. I'll stream like second special edition sometimes, occasionally, but I don't have a lot of mods on it. My 32-bit version, I have it's heavily modded, and so it's real crashy. So I don't I don't I wouldn't stream that because it would crash all the time. But um, I don't know. I got a lot of subscribers playing Tuber Simulator, oddly enough. PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator. I played that for a number of months, and that's probably I got the most subscribers I ever got, you know, just without, you know, doing anything, just from playing a game. But um and then I didn't stream for for a while. I didn't stream very often, and then now lately I've been streaming again, but I've been coming outside and just hanging out in the backyard. So, you know, that's what I've been doing. And I've never had an Xbox of any generation. Maybe I should get one. I don't know. I've never had a PlayStation or an Xbox. I've never had a console. So, you know, I'll be right back here. Okay. What the hell is what face? What face? Is there a face? In the window? Oh, it's just a reflection of it's just a reflection of the trees. Yeah, it's just a reflection of the trees. It's there's like a hole, there's a trees over there and there's a hole in there, and then, you know, that's reflecting off the door. Yeah, I know, behind me. It's behind me, but it's coming from, it's reflecting from the trees. There's trees over there. The sun's shining through a little bit and creating a a picture, creating a reflection. It's a reflection. There's nothing white. There's no white thing in the window. I mean, you can see the shade a little bit, but what the thing that's bright is just a reflection. See, I'll show you. See, so if I open it, you really can't see. There's really, you can see there's a light. There's another window over there in the distance, but there's no. It's just a reflection. So. It's being caused by the trees. There's trees over there, and there's holes in the leaves, and the sun is the light's coming through, causing that effect. Well, there is a window you can see a little bit in the distance in there. It's a small window. I'm not sure what you're seeing here. What you're mostly going to see on this window is a reflection. Until it gets dark out here, then you might be able to see through the window, but right now you can't really see through that much. But you can kind of see it in the, if I open the door, you can kind of see it. So you can kind of see the shade now, and that little light spot there is a window with a shade in front of it. You can't see it very well, but that's what it is. So the light spot there is a window. Now if I close this though, now you can't really see. You can see the window a little bit still, the yellow color. Oh, where is Sedona? It's in Arizona. Sedona, Arizona. I think you can click on it and it'll tell you. I think that's how it works, right? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Sedona. Let me click on it. Yeah, and you'll just get Sedona related videos. If you click on it, you can kind of see what Sedona looks like. You know, like so there's all this Sedona stuff. I won't turn on that's Sedona. I guess they're using a helicopter to film that. It's a sleepy little town in the middle of the Red Rocks. Yeah, it might have been a drone. I only said helicopter because I know they have a lot of helicopter tours up here. So they could easily go up in a helicopter and take some footage too. There's helicopters all over the valley here. But yeah, a drone is much cheaper. It's mostly wilderness, you know. There's national forest and national park and wildlife refuge and wilderness area kind of all surrounding the town. So it pretty much looks the same. Size-wise, it's about the same as it was, you know, 40 years ago. When I used to live here before. Like, I lived here when I was a teenager. And then I came back here about 4, 5, 6 years ago or something. I think 2014. I don't remember. It's all a blur. So, how old am I? I'm in my 60s. I know that I know I don't look at it, but I am. I lived here in I think I was about 17 or 18 when I lived here last. So I think I lived here I think I was 18 and 19 and 20 maybe, kind of that age. And that was in 79, 1979 or I don't know, something like that in the late 70s, early 80s or something. I don't remember exactly, but sometime back then. 70s, late 70s. It basically looks the same now. I mean, some of the businesses are different, but apart from that, a lot of the houses are the same. A lot of the same stuff. It's all, basically the same. That church is a Catholic church up in the rocks, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. It's still there. Yeah, we're just looking at Sedona rocks. That's what they look like. They shot a lot of westerns here. Western movies, western like cowboy movies back in the 50s, 1950s, I hear. Um, you like watching IRL and Mixer a lot? It's just a funny thing. Like some people like it, and some people just come on the stream to troll me mercilessly. But since I don't really care, I mean, I've been streaming for over at least 3 years, so nothing shocks me anymore. So um, I don't really ever ban anyone. I very rarely mod anyone for any reason. Um, but there's kind of a joke about people on Mixer coming to troll me because they're the ones that do it the most. I'm not sure exactly why, but they show up, they'll show up and they'll say all kinds of crazy stuff. But I like it though. I mean, it gives the stream some attention. It kind of boosts its numbers a little bit. Although I don't usually get a lot of viewers. I used to get more when I just played World of Warcraft on Twitch, but I don't know. But they're gonna figure something out, so I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll probably won't be as good as Mixer, because Mixer technically is very good, but technologically it's awesome. I don't know how they managed to have such low latency. Um, but it's kind of a weird little town. It's like things are kind of expensive here to buy, so the best thing to do is to go over to the next town. It's like 20 minutes away, called Cottonwood, and then that's kind of where you have more of a normal shopping experience. So groceries, everything is cheaper in Cottonwood. And there's a Walmart there too, so you can even save more money if you need to, or if you want to. But um, a lot of times I just hang out. Sometimes there's nobody on at all, I mean, it's just you just never know. You never know what's going to happen. So Yeah, a total of three. Total of three. I got one on Twitch and two on um YouTube. Back in California, so you're in California. So where at's in California are you? Are you in a big city or a little town? Gosh, Tucson is horribly hot in the summer. Gosh, it's like worse than Phoenix, or about the same. It just depends, but it's really hot. It's really hot there. Oh, Bakersfield. Okay, that's a big city. Um, I lived for a while in Fresno, and that was at one time like murder capital of the world or something. Um, but I don't know. I never saw anything bad really that much. I was in Shafter. What's that? Shafter? I don't know what that is. Is that a place? Oh, okay. Shafter, California? Is it California? Shafter, California. There it is. That looks like a... Is that a smaller town? It doesn't look big, but it's hard to say from here. So, yeah. Of course, from street view, it's hard to tell. In Sedona, you can tell because there's really only one highway going through town. It's not, you know, like a big square town. It's a farm town. Yeah. We only have we don't even have a lot of traffic lights in our town. They put in traffic circles most everywhere now, so there's only a few lights. Um, but we don't have big intersections like that. It's pretty narrow. Yeah, I know. I noticed there was a high school. I saw that when I looked it up. Um, I went to a big high school in Phoenix that is still there today, right up the street from where I used to live. So I used to walk to school because it was half a block away. Yeah, I like PewDiePie. I did my part during the whole T-Series versus PewDiePie thing. I did a PewDiePie stream. I played Tuber Simulator. I got some people to sub to PewDiePie, not very many because I'm not very big, but it was fun to do. He's all floor gang, yeah. He's totally floor gang. I love the thing with the tambourine. It was so funny. Now he's got like the tambourine stack is growing. I just think he's really funny. He's funnier than a lot of professional Hollywood funny people, you know, honestly. He's just really good. He's a very entertaining guy. And if you watch his old videos, you know, you can kind of see how he grew up online. He really was much quieter and shyer when he first started out. Am I Milk Gang? I am not familiar with the Milk Gang thing. It's from Danny. Yeah, I see. Okie doke.